So this week in your packet, there's several things you need to work on, right? And so I think we're going to talk about greeting. Greeting, right? Here in America, you say hi, hello, how are you, right? And in Korea, and we bow to teachers, grandparents, right? Of course, to friends, which we say 안녕, which means like hello or how are you, right? Okay. Why is it important to greet?
Because it's important to be respectful to others and to like be kind to others as well.
Good, very good. Okay, yeah. And anybody else?
It's how you can know them and like know what they're doing sometimes and learn more what they are, kind of, I guess.
Okay, right. Thank you.
I
Why is
think
it important to greet someone?
one so like you can introduce yourself to someone, so like you can like become friends or stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. Right. Anybody else? Oh, Blake, raise your hand higher so we can see you.
It's like a nice way of like saying stuff to like your friends, and then you can make more friends by greeting people.
You can make more friends. Yes. Oh, yeah.
You can
Can you
welcome
guys speak up?
people who are new.
You can welcome people who are new. Right. Good.
You can like if there's somebody who doesn't really have friends, you can become friends with them with greeting, and you can like make a first impression with them depending on how you greet them, which
First
is really
impression, how you depends on how you greet them. Right. That's good. Anybody else? Everything you guys said was pretty good. All right. Okay. Any thoughts, adults, to help the youth?
I think it's a way of honoring someone, like showing respect for them, and like you would introduce an elderly person or a more like a higher official
Right.
person to the rest of the people. It's a way of showing respect and honor to someone.
Right. Very good. Thank you. Bernin?
you can also show respect by like kind of what she said, like if there's like an elderly person, you can like help them or something, and then
Right.
after you can introduce yourself.
Good. When I was your age, right, my grandparents were, of course, alive, and they lived in a small village with cows and all those, right? And every time I go there after my elementary school was over, right, I took a bus and I go there, right? And guess how I greeted them? It's not just this, big bow, kneel down, and big bow, right? All right. And my grandpa always made me do it, right? So, and other class I was talking today, I didn't know. And Mr. Vishal's from India, right? He said his family, his culture is when you meet someone older, like elderly people, you touch their feet with your hand. That's how you show respect. That's how they greet. I didn't know. Every culture is different, right? Okay, right. Now, this is something I learned in my life. The importance of greeting is this. Well, I'll share my story. One time I was at a place where there was about a couple hundred people, right? Guess what happened to me? Nobody was coming and talking to me. Nobody. So many people were passing by. I was sitting on a chair, right? Nobody. Nobody was talking to me. Nobody was really coming and smiling at me. They're all busy, right? Right? They're all busy. So I felt like a little bit intense, right? Right? I didn't know what to do. I was new to that place, right? Time passed. Like 10 minutes later. You know how 10 minutes long, how long the 10 minutes is when you're like that, right? And there was one person, one gentleman came to me and said hi to me. Hello, how are you? He was smiling at me, right? That made me feel so good, right? Guess what? he was not only doing that to me, he was doing that to everybody. Everybody. That's how he was. So I always remember what he did to me, but he was doing that to everybody. Do you think he was successful in his life, career-wise, like, not only just making friends, right? You bet he was successful. I didn't know until later on I found out how successful he was, right? So, okay. Now, I'm not talking about being successful in life like financially and things like that, but he was treating me what? Very special than the rest of 200 people. And now I always remember him. And then guess what? Do I want to be like him? Did I learn some lessons from him? So if I see someone new, do I try to greet?
Yes.
Because I remember that how that made me feel, right? Does it make sense? It has nothing to do with, becoming successful financially, anything like that, right?
So one thing that I learned is that everybody, I mean, first of all, right now in the United States, I think in the world, there's what they call an epidemic of loneliness. A lot of people are very lonely, and
Me too.
just a
Sometimes.
simple smile and a hello
Right.
can make somebody's day. You never know where they're at. They may be in a really bad place. They may be
Right,
very
right.
sad, and just saying hello and seeing them,
Right.
there's like walk feeling unseen, right? And
Right,
so
right.
helping just a greeting to them and
Right.
helps them to be seen and maybe helps lift them up a little bit.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's a very good thing. You can just talk.
We had an experience. One time we moved into a new church congregation that had just been put together from two other church congregations. And so everybody in the entire congregation thought we were from the other half. And so nobody knew that we didn't know anyone. And for several months, nobody talked to us.
All right.
And so we felt really lonely. But finally, we took it into our own hands and invited some people to a party.
Right. We figured it out as adults, right? But so you guys see what I mean now, right? So in Korean culture, right? If you are good at greeting, you never have to be worried about becoming successful. If you become good at greeting. Guess how long it takes to greet? 2 seconds. Maybe 3 seconds most.
Is it easier in Korea because there are set greetings that you're supposed to say, like to your grandparents?
Honestly, America's easier to greet. Korean culture in Korea, if you see someone that you don't know, the culture is you don't really say hi to them. That's just the culture. Unless they are your customers, right? Things like so. If you meet someone in the elevator, right? Let's say you live in a high sky apartment building, right? If you meet someone in the elevator, right? Even though they are your neighbors, if you don't know them, right? You don't say hi to each other. I don't know. It's a little bit strange to me. America is a little bit easier to say hi than Korea, although they are nice people. It's just different culture. Yeah. Okay. All right. So everybody got it? So start greeting here, bow, and I'll start bow more though, right? But everywhere you go, to your teachers, to your friends, parents, your parents' friends, everybody. They will remember you. Trust me, you'll be successful. It's not that hard to be successful if you greet well. Mila, do you agree? Yeah, it makes sense, right? Okay, let's finish class.
Walk